Maybe you're somebody who wants to improve his dating life, or maybe who wants to just simply have more female friends. Maybe it's a little bit of both. But either way, the content I'm going to be giving you in this video, the content around, to be fair, making women just feel good in your presence, is going to benefit you in both of these sectors. These are both areas of expertise of mine. I'm somebody who's been in the men's dating industry now for 13 years. I have a lot of female friends who are fucking cool ass girls. I want to imbue the knowledge that has given me that opportunity, that's allowed me to be that kind of guy that girls feel very comfortable with, that feel relaxed around. A lot of you guys are avoiding the friend zone like it is a bad thing. When in all actuality, if you were somebody who embraced the friend zone, who enjoyed truly being friends with girls, you'd find that you wouldn't be all that easily stuck in the friend zone. There's a lot of girls that might even be in your group that you friend zoned, and because you're just so comfortable and relaxed with them, some of them come around and then they start liking you. But if you're somebody who's fighting it constantly, it's not going to be in the picture. The girls are going to sense the desperation and you're going to be stuck there. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of sorts. That which you resist persists. There's a handful of things that you need to do mentally first before we get into any tactics around the subject. But first and foremost, you have to let go of making friends with people solely because they give you something. A lot of you men who are winners, you guys will only make friends with people because they give you something in return, as opposed to the fact that maybe you just enjoy their company, maybe you like them as a person, maybe they make you laugh or feel good, maybe they care about you authentically, and that for you is enough. But a lot of men, especially guys who watch my channel, you guys are very much the type of autism that oftentimes scares girls away. You guys don't know how to truly care about another human being. And that's something you truly need to work on. If you want this to be the case, if you want girls to actually be comfortable around you, you have to be somebody who doesn't need anything in return from them. Maybe you want something, but you don't need it. It's not this desperation, this constant thirst that you can't help. You like it, but you don't need it, essentially. You guys haven't developed that ability yet to adopt those mindsets. Now, here's a couple ways that you should be treating your girls in regards to other people. Now, these two things will make girls tenfold more comfortable around you if you just focus on these. Now, the first thing is, are you an individual that is dividing his attention equally among his guy friends, his maybe not so attractive female friends, and his attractive female friends? If not, you're putting her on a pedestal. Every time she speaks, are you the guy who's leaning in? Or if somebody speaks slightly before her, you give them attention first because they were the first person to get your attention. Or the second they speak, do you snap too? Do you hang on their every word? Do you find yourself subtly trying to make them like you as opposed to just being yourself? You'll find that has the opposite effect. Anytime you try to control a conversation, it's like holding a wet bar of soap. If you're trying to death grip it and trying to force the bar of soap to be in your hand, it will squeeze out. Now, on the other hand, if you're somebody who just holds a wet bar of soap and assumes it's supposed to be there but doesn't try to force it to stay there, the bar of soap will just stay nestled in your hand. A lot of you guys do this death grip in conversations with girls, and you need to learn to relax that death grip and be authentic. The second you figure that out, the better off you'll be. Now, here's another way that honestly, both these ways are ways to tell if a guy is into a girl, for example. If he's truly a friend with a girl or he's just putting on a persona. And it's also something you should check in yourself. So the first one, again, you're not dividing your attention equally. The second thing is that you are not treating them the way that you do your guy friends or your ugly female friends. You treat them in a way that, are you treating the girl you're talking to in a way that if you were talking to your guy friends would be a little awkward or weird? Would they ask themselves, are you gay? Because if you're acting that way towards her in a way that you wouldn't treat your guy friends, then you're not being authentic about wanting to be your friend or being free of outcome, which again chases the girls away, makes them not want to be around you. I'll put it like this: if you're out approaching girls, which my job is teaching guys how to talk to women, how to go to clubs, bars, the streets, and pick them up. And if you're somebody who talks to a girl and she may not like you at first, guess what? If you are comfortable with her not liking you that way and you're comfortable with just truly being friends with her, she can change her mind. Let's say you do this with 10 girls. Let's say 10 girls are just not into you in that way, but they like you as a friend. Guess what? Now you're going to a club with 10 hot girls. What are the chances that those girls might start liking you after they see that you have a bunch of other female friends? It's a lot more likely. This is called pre-selection. For some of you guys who don't know what that is, I'll put a definition right here. Now I'm going to get into a little bit of what's called spiral dynamics. It's a self-development term, and you have to go through certain phases to get to a certain place to actually be capable of being truly friends with girls. At the very lowest level, you're apathetic, you don't have anything to do with them. You then move to a stage of fear where you're like, I don't want to be alone, I don't want to not have anything. So then you start getting a little desperation, but at least a little bit more momentum than apathy. Then you go into anger. You start being pissed at women. You say, fuck you women, you guys suck. You're pissed off at them. And then you move past red, stage red, to stage blue, which is, now I just want to find a girlfriend. Oftentimes what happens is you get fucked over, you move a stage up. Now you're in stage orange. You want all the women. You want all the girls for yourself. And then it gets to a point where you have so many women where you stop putting so much weight on what they can give you, and instead you want to start talking to them as people. Now this is stage green, and this is when you can truly become friends with girls. You have to go through the stages though to move up to the next level. If you actually want to see a really good video about this, or a bunch of good videos, look at my friend leogura.org. Great YouTube channel. Check him out. He can explain this in a lot more detail. Now, the first book I learned about this in was Power versus Force. Unlike my friend Leo Gura, this guy is a complete twack. Yes, I won't get into the reasons why, but there's a lot of weird shit in that book. If you like it, more power to you. Communicating with girls is different than communicating with your friends. If you talk to a guy, you want to befriend a guy, you talk about hobbies, you talk about things that that person might be obsessed with. And from there, if you can bond over this, or even taking time towards working towards a common goal, find guys. That's why sports for men is so helpful in the developments of of men in their early teens, prepubescent. Like, being able to make friends is very helpful in terms of having them all work together towards a common goal. Unlike men though, women are a lot different. You want to be inviting them on adventures. If you want to keep your female friend group strong, take them to raves, go hiking, go rent an Airbnb in another state, go take them to go do a photo shoot, take them to the bar, the club, wherever you want to go, invite them to a house party, invite them to go do things, go on adventures, become an adventurous person who doesn't just stay inside all day and mope, who does nothing but go to work, come home and sleep. Start getting out there and having adventures and inviting your female friends out. This will be a good way for you to start connecting and clicking with them. And lastly, keep it light. You don't have to talk about yourself too much. Keep it light. Talk about jokes, make jokes, tease, gossip, play around. Don't take it too seriously, and don't talk about too much in the way of hobbies unless the girl does have a hobby she likes. Bring it up with her, talk to her about it. But for the most part, keep the conversations light and fun. No need to go super deep with a girl that you're friends with. A lot of you guys make that mistake, and I'm here to tell you not to do it. Guys make friends through time spent towards a common goal, where girls make friends through time communicating about social dynamics, social situations oftentimes. So that's pretty much all I want to put out there in this video. Take your time. Don't put a lot of pressure on it. Still stay masculine with the women. Even though you are friend zoning them, don't put on that gay lilt. Don't be supplicating your body language. Stay masculine. You don't have to feminize yourself to be friends with girls. But I'll leave it on that note. If you guys want coaching, text me up at 702-841-9909. And with that being said, peace.